with you. I am a stay-at-home mom of 4, and I'm so excited to be sharing this with you. If at any time you're like, yes, this sounds like I would love to be able to check it out, go to empoweredpassiveincome.com. You're going to be able to get all of the details there, but I do have a ton planned to go over with you today. I'm going to be sharing exactly how I made $3,800 in a little over the last 4 weeks with this simple system that anybody can follow. You don't have to be somebody special. You don't have to have followers. You don't have to wait till you have 1,000 followers or whatever the number that is that you have in your head that you're thinking, oh, I can't make money until I get to that point. You can make money right where you're at. Welcome, Angie. Thank you for joining in. Let me know where you're coming in from. I'm in Washington State, West Coast girl. I'm up before the kids are up because I love that I can do this on my schedule around my family in a way that fits with my family. Let me know where you're tuning in from so that we get to hang out. Welcome, welcome. I'm so excited that we get to hang out on free social media platforms with people from around the world and get to hang out here together in this space. I'm actually in 2 spaces, so if you see me jumping back and forth between 2 cameras, that's why. So I've got my TikTok friends over here and then my YouTube friends over here. And so it's amazing, to have this technology available at our fingertips, for free, to be able to hang out. Again, my name is Lee. I am a stay-at-home mom of 4, and I am in Washington State. If at any time you're like, okay, this sounds like I would love to check it out, get more information, empoweredpassiveincome.com is the website where you can go to get all of those details. All right, so we're going to go ahead and jump on in. Today, I'm going to be sharing with you exactly how I made $3,800 in a little over the last 4 weeks. So this is like, 4 weeks in a day or something like that. Day or 2, something like that. All right, so I'm going to break this down for you how this came in because it is fully automated. I didn't have to ship anything. I didn't have to, and this is 100% profit. Okay, so I want you to understand that right off the bat because I didn't lose out a chunk of this money to somebody else. I didn't lose, a huge part of commission. I didn't lose it to like a seller platform or anything like that. This was 100% profit coming into my bank account. So I'm going to share with you exactly how this whole process works and how I got to that specific amount. And it all starts off with the products. But before I jump into this whole process here, I want to share a little bit of my story. I barely just got started with this whole process that I'm going to be walking you through today. But I want to ask you, this is just a starting number for me because I just got started. So it's not like I've been doing this for a super long time. This is, really the first money that has come in a matter of 4 weeks, right? So I want to ask you, if you jumped in today and you're like, I want to try this out. I want to give this a shot. I want to follow these same steps. Then what would your bank account look like 4 weeks from now? That is barely any time, right? 4 weeks from now. It did take me a little while to get going. So it was 4 weeks, after the sale, after my first sale came in. So about 8 weeks total. But, even 8 weeks from now, if you could look back and say, hey, I made $3,800. I have $3,800 extra in my bank account. What would that look like for you? Again, this is just a getting started point because with this type of business, with a passive income, which we're going to be talking about, that income number only grows with time. It grows the more people that you get into your automation system. I'm going to be sharing with you exactly how that works. It grows as your social media accounts grow. So for example, over here, you guys on TikTok, I did not have a TikTok. I had to go and get an account. I had to go and download the app. I literally had no idea what even the pressing the plus sign meant. So I had to start from scratch. And so I barely have any followers, but I've been making sales over here on TikTok and you guys are amazing. Amazing platform. I'm loving it. And so to be able to jump in, I didn't have to wait till I had, gobs of followers. I've been able to make money right where I am with the number of followers that I have on this platform of growing my channel. So welcome, you guys. My name is Lee. For those of you who are just jumping in, I'm a stay-at-home mom of four. I'm going to be sharing with you exactly how I've made $3,800 over the last 4 weeks. Again, this is just a getting started number for me, and it's only going to grow from here. But this is an amazing way to be able to make money on my schedule, around my family, 100% profit, and do it in an automated way. And I'm going to be walking you through how this all works while I'm here with you this morning. And if at any time you've got questions about, okay, what is this? Any questions, I'm here for you guys, and always happy to answer any questions that you might have. But I want to ask you, hey, 4 weeks, 8 weeks from now, if you had $3,800 in your bank account, what would that make you feel like? What could you accomplish with this? Like, you could go get debt paid. What would you do with it? For me, I was able to send in a big chunk of money to my car payment to hopefully get rid of that way sooner than I ever thought possible. So those dreams and goals, you guys have those, and I want you to tap into that. Like, what would that mean for you? Would you be able to take your family on vacation? We've got Labor Day coming up here in the US. Would that mean that you could take your family for an actual vacation and not have to be stuck at home for that weekend? Would it mean that you could head into the holidays knowing this is going to be the best holidays of your life? And again, this number is only going to grow from here. So there's many people that are following this same process, this same blueprint, who are making 10,000, once they get going a few months down the road. And the same thing is going to happen for me as well, because this process is all about helping you grow your income and do it in a way where it's not going to take up more of your time. And that was huge for me, because before this, I did not have a way to be able to scale my income without having to spend more time. If I wanted to make double the money as a side hustler, I had to put in double the time, right? That's just kind of how that works. As a stay-at-home mom, I didn't have a job outside of the house. I was hustling from home. And so if I wanted to go, hey, I need extra money this month, that meant extra work for me. That meant more time away from my family for me. So having a system like this, and again, I'm going to walk you through all of these steps of how you can have this as well and have an automation system working for you where it's scalable and you're able to bring sales in on autopilot, around the clock, 24/7, without you having to be actively working. That has been huge for me. So that number is only going to grow. This is only a starting point, right? So the very first step of this, to be able to make money online, this amount, this quickly, is to have products that are highly in demand, have products that people want, that are willing to pay you for, willing to pay you good money for. So I did not arrive at this number by selling $9 products or $10 products. It all happened from having products that are $100, $300, $600, $900. Because when you're selling that amount, that you're going to hit a number like this a whole lot quicker and a lot less work and a lot less time. So this is, I'm going to get ahead of myself, but I want to be able to share this because this is all based around a 2-hour workday. It's not based around me having to work from sun up to sundown. It's not based around, me having to work around the clock. I've had weekends off. I've had, all of the time with my family after I put in my 2 hours, after I do my income earning activities. Again, I'm going to be sharing with all of this with you, but I am so excited to be here with you. So excited to be sharing this with you that I am, getting a little bit ahead of myself. So with these products, again, they are all highly in demand, which means that there is a huge, huge market for these. I don't care what it is that you sell, if you're a craft person or whatever, if you want to make any sort of money, you have to have something that people want, right? You have to have something that is highly in demand. And so with these products, they are all in the biggest industry that's out there and the fastest growing industry out there, and that is the e-learning industry. And so with this, people are going online. Everything in our world is going digital, right? Your entire, people, hardly even read physical books anymore. Like books have gone digital. Everything has gone digital, right? And so people are looking for ways to learn skills of online business and making money online. And so these are all e-learning products. And this is the biggest industry, as well as the fastest growing industry. So I'm going to throw some numbers up here. I'm going to let you screenshot this. So this is 1.2 billion per day industry. This is our current year, 2024, that we're in. We're at 1.2 billion per day that's being spent in this industry. Now, hang with me for a second, because you're like, okay, I don't know anything about this industry. I don't know about online business. I don't know how this all works. You don't have to know any of that. So hang with me for a second. But I want to show you, I want to rock your world here for a second. So 2024, we're at $1.2 billion per day industry that is spent, being spent on e-learning. By 2027, which is, just around the corner, a little over 2 years away, this number is just about going to triple. So this is projected to hit 3 billion per day by 2027. So if there's any sort of industry that you could be selling in, making money in, being profitable in, this is going to be your best bet, right? Again, you want to have something that people want, that want to pay you money for. To be successful in anything, you have to have something that's in demand and something that people want, right? That's kind of business 101. So I'm going to go ahead and hold this up here for a second. If you want to screenshot this, this is yours to screenshot. I'll give you just a second to do that. But 1.2 billion a day, set to grow to 3 billion a day. So this is the fastest growing industry, as it's the current biggest industry. So if it's currently the biggest in 2024, for sure by 2027, this is the biggest industry out there. So I'm going to go ahead and erase this so I can give myself some more room. But I want you to think, if you had something that was highly in demand, that people were willing to pay you for $900, $600, $300, like, do you not think that you could have success when that amount of money is being spent per day? Like by 2027, 3 billion per day, right? And so I'm going to go ahead and continue on with this. And before we jump into this next place, I want to tell you that you don't have to be an expert in this industry. You don't have to know something to teach. You don't have to come up with a program. You don't have to come up with a course or some sort of product. You can start with what is called products that are done for you. It's called master resale rights. And I had never heard of this about 2.5 months ago, never heard that term before. And so what that means is that you didn't have to come up with anything to sell, because you might be like, okay, I don't have anything to teach. I don't know how I would even go about creating a product. That is okay. And so with master resale rights, it simply means that you have the rights to sell a product. And for me, when I learned that, okay, I don't have to come up with anything, and I can have products that are already done for me that I don't have to touch, and I know that they're going to get my customers results, because it's not about just selling something and making the money off of it. You want those products to help somebody. You want those products to be able to help somebody learn how to make money online, how to run an online business. You want them to be successful with this. And so you can go, I'm going to show you here in a second, but to have those testimonials already done, I didn't have to go and create something and wait for testimonials to come in. But to have testimonials, thousands of people are having success with these products. And so to be able to offer that to my customers, is huge, because I want my customers to be successful. I want them to get results. I want them to be able to make money online and make money in this industry, right? And so again, all of these products, They are all done for you. That's how I got to that $3,800 number so quickly, is because I wasn't having to spend time creating something. I wasn't having to spend time trying to come up with something or recording lessons or putting together any of this. So again, this all starts with products, and products that you have master resale rights for. It simply means that you have the rights to sell those products. And so with these different products, I'm actually going to go ahead and break this $3,800 number down for you, because this 3,800, that's what I have made in the last a little over 4 weeks, right? And so I want to break down how I got to this number, and exactly the numbers behind this. So I offer 4 different products, and all of these, again, I have the master resale rights for all 4 of these. And so with these, I've got a $900, a $600, a $300, and then a $100. So down here at the bottom, we'll start with this $100. That is what's called our launch pad. So it's kind of to get started with online business, to help people launch their online business. Is what it's called, launch pad. And so this is kind of like a dipping your toe in the water type of thing. And then with that launch pad, I've sold 2 of those. And so this is, I'm going to go ahead and write 200 over here. So I've made $200 from the launch pad. Now the launch pad, this product, it's actually sold $374,000 worth in about the last 90 days. So again, this is just like, this is what I'm sharing with you of what I have been able to make from these products. But people are spending money, on something like a launch pad to be able to get started with business, to be able to dip their toe in the water, check it out, see if this is for them, right? And so then with our $300, this is our passive daily pay blueprint. And with this is about helping you build an automation, helping you build that automation, so you have an automation working in the background for you. I'm going to show you again exactly what I mean when I say automation. But with the passive daily pay, I've sold 1 of these. So this brings us up to 300 plus 200. So that's 500. And then with our digital mastery, this is our $600 product. And with digital mastery, this one, this is about helping you, have that passive income, have that automation, but then also helping you build a reoccurring revenue stream. So your bills, are reoccurring. Why not have a revenue stream that's reoccurring, right? And so that is our digital mastery product. And with that one, I've sold 1 of those. So that brings us up to $1,100. So that's, a portion of this $3,800, 1,100 of it came from the 600, the 300, and the 100. And then with the 900, this is called our legacy builder. And this is the complete business in the box. This is every single piece that you need in order to be successful online. This is how to be an affiliate marketer, how to market other people's products. It's how to create your own product, your own program, your own coaching program, if that was something that you wanted to do. This literally covers every single piece. It covers how to market on every single social media site, how to monetize on social media, how to build an email list, grow an email list, grow a following, attract your perfect customer. This is everything that you would ever need to have a successful online business, right? And so with the legacy builder, again, I have master resale rights for all of these. That's how I was able to get to this $3,800 number up here. With that, I've sold 3 of those. And so that makes $2,700. And so then that is that total of how I got to the 3,800 there. So if you want to grab a screenshot of that, go ahead and screenshot that right now so that you have, but it's so simple and so much easier than you think. I did not think that I could do this and have success this quickly. There's pretty much no other business that you can do where you're having success that quickly. So again, I want you to think about, 4 to 8 weeks from now, if you're looking back and you're like, I did it, I jumped in, I have, extra 3,800 in my bank account. Like, what would that do for you? And it's only going to grow from there because, November, October, November, December, those are all going to roll around. And this is about you learning skills to be able to make this kind of money, to be able to make income passively. And so that number, it's only going to grow. So I'm going to go ahead and continue on here. And so with this, with all of these products, it's not about you having to work harder. It's not about you having to put in more time. It's about you having an automation system that's out there working for you 24/7 around the clock. So again, all of the products, they're done. You just pick which level you would like to come in at. If you're like, hey, I would love to launch an online business, I'd love to start, then that's our launch pad. If you're like, hey, I want the complete business in the box, that's going to get you all 4 of those income streams. That's going to get you the 900, the 600, the 300, the 100, just like I have. That's how I got to that $3,800. But again, with all of these products, you have master resale rights for them. And they're all done. You don't have to revise. You don't have to tweak. They're completely done. So you get you choose which product you'd like. It's done. You don't have to touch it. Cross it off the list, and then you can move on to the next step. And so this next piece is your automations. And so this is how sales come in around the clock. This is how sales come in 24/7. This is how sales are I'm going to take you inside of our community and show you exactly, people who are making money in their sleep. My first sale that came in, I was laying on the couch, taking a nap while baby slept, got up, look at my phone, $100. That happened because of an automation that was out there working for me. And so that's that. I'm going to do a little sneak peek here because I love this story. So that day, that first sale came in, I'm like, this is amazing. This works. Like, that might as well have been $1,000 because it happened without me having to hustle. It happened without me having to work. It was because I had this automation system that was out there working for me. And so I packed up the kids. I'm like, we are going to go celebrate. If this is worth celebrating, take the kids out to ice cream. And while we were there, I had a $900 sale come in. While we were celebrating, while we were eating ice cream, $1,000 in a single afternoon. This all happened because of automations. It wasn't about me going out. So excuse me. It wasn't about me going out and chasing customers. It wasn't about me having to go and DM people. It wasn't about selling to friends or family or bugging friends or family. It was about having a simple automation system that is out there working for you. Again, if at any time you're listening and you're like, hey, I would love to be able to get more information. I'd love to be able to check this out. This is my website here, empoweredpassiveincome.com, where you're going to get all of the details. You're going to be able to check out the products, check out which one's right for you. And then you're also going to be able to see the automation system in action and see it working. So with this website, when you go there, you're gonna you may need to put in the 3 W's at the beginning, depending on your browser, depending on where it is you're typing that in from. So empoweredpassiveincome.com, you're going to go there and you're going to put in your email. That is the start of this automation system that I'm talking about. It's based around collecting emails because followers don't make money. Having followers on social media, they're not paying your bills. Having views on videos does not mean that you're making money. It's about having people who are buyers, people who are in your automation system, people who are going through your emails. I'm going to share with you exactly, how this all works, because along with the products that are done for you, you also get an automation system that is done for you. It's proven to work. Thousands of people are making money from this simple system, from having automations like this, from having these automations that are done for them. So you don't have to have tech skills. You don't have to know how to put together an automation. You don't have to know what to say in emails. You don't have to, come up with with your own web pages. So even all of the web pages are done. If you're like, hey, I'm not a tech person, I don't know anything about a website. This is 90 to 95% done for you. And so with the 5 to 10% that you need to do, that's simply putting in your information. It's putting in your domain, which is your website name. So again, mine is empoweredpassiveincome.com. And then it's putting in your payment gateways. And if you're like, okay, I've got no idea how to do any of that. I don't know what a domain is. I don't know what a payment gateway is. You're going to get step-by-step videos that will walk you through how to get this set up. And you follow along with it. Anybody can do this. We've got, 78-year-old guy. I don't know if he's the oldest. I think there might actually be older people in our group, but that have been able to follow this process and have been able to make thousands of dollars with this. You don't have to have those tech skills. You just follow along with the videos, super simple. And I had this automation piece of it done in an afternoon, in like a couple of hours while the baby was sleeping. And so with with getting your domain, which is simply, that's your name of your website, so you can come up with your own name. And then the other piece of it is having your payment gateway set up. That's simply the place where your customers are paying you. And this is how you're able to make 100% profit, because I did not get to this number back to the $3,800 that I've made in a little over the last 4 weeks. I did not get to this number. And then, a huge chunk of it went to somebody else. I did not lose even $200 of it. It all came straight to me, 100% profit. Because with these automations, when you go through, set them up, you set up your web pages, those are, you're going to put in your payment gateways. And that's simply the place where customers are paying you. So you would have, say, your PayPal. So PayPal is a super well-known name. That's, an example of a payment gateway. So I would have, my PayPal, my Stripe account set up so that I'm able to take payments for these products. Again, I have master resale rights for that. That's what allows me to do that. And you're going to get all of those videos to be able to get that set up, because you might be going, okay, I've got no idea how to do any of this. That is totally fine. Like, if we've got people in their 70s, 80s, 60s doing this, you can do it. If I could do it in a single afternoon, you could do it, right? And so that's the 5 to 10%. You're going to walk through those videos and you're going to follow along, get this automation system set up for you that's proven to work. We have, again, thousands of people who are following this process and who are making, bank from this, right? And so I'm going to go ahead and give myself a little bit more room here. But with these automations, once you walk through that process, like, you could have it all set up today, have your domain, your payment gateways, you could be ready to take payments by tomorrow morning, right? And so once you walk through that setup of the 5 to 10% that you need to do, that's another piece that you can check off your list and go, okay, this is done. My products are done. My automations is done. This automation system, that's a freedom machine that's out there working for you. It's out there bringing you in sales when you're not actively working, right? And so with those automations, that's what's doing all of the follow-up with the customers. That's what's doing all of your heavy lifting for you, so that you're not having to be present or like actively working around the clock. And so this is all based, and I'm going to get to this in my next point, is it's all based around a 2-hour workday. And then the automations are doing the work for you the rest of the time. The automations are doing the work for you, when you're asleep, when you're making dinner, when you're, out celebrating with ice cream. And so that is how those sales come in, fully automated. That's how they come in when you're not actively working. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you. You guys, over here on my phone, I'm going to take you down and show you inside of our community, because again, not just one person is, I could tell you my story of success, but not just one person is having success, not even just 10 or 20 or 100. We literally have thousands of people who are following this simple process. And I have, so much more to show you. So stay with me, but I want to show you inside of our community, the people that are having success with this. Like, literally anybody can do this. You don't have to be somebody special. You don't have to have a following. You don't have to have tech skills. Again, the websites, the web pages, the products are done for you. The automation is done for you, and it's all proven to work. And so that was huge for me when I'm like, this is proven to work. This is proven that, you can make really good money following this simple system. So I'm going to go ahead, give me just a second, and I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you so you can see exactly what is happening inside of our community. And so you guys over here, I got to take you down, and then let me see, flip my camera. All right, so this is inside of our community, and I want to just go through these because all of these wins, we have so many people who are making their first sale, like just in the last couple of days, they just joined, and then they have, first sale announcements. So just made my first sale, $100, so excited, emotional. We've got Carrie, she's been here for a little, while longer, I think a few months, and she's made $100,000. So in 67 days has made $100,000. So that is incredible. She says, praise the Lord, never in my wildest dreams did I ever think I would be one of these amazing success stories. And so these are just going to go on and on. First transaction, we have tons of people, again, making their first sales because we have lots of people who are jumping in right now, and we're seeing huge growth, and they're having success as well. So that's so exciting for me to see that. And so Michelle, first transaction of $900. She says she launched her website yesterday and have had my first sale, y'all. So, oh my gosh, I cannot believe this. We've got Sadie, $100 while doing laundry. Colleen, $100. I'm still overwhelmed by how true this is. Thankful every day for joining this community. $100, another $100 sale. Really exciting about what the future holds. God is always on time, holy smokes. And then it goes on. So she made $100, another $100 sale there, first sale. But these just go on and on. Another $900. Welcome to Heidi. Eternally grateful for this journey. Grateful for saying yes, for taking the leap of faith because I believed in myself. And then Lizelle, $17,000 in July. This was posted 5 days ago, so I'm sure she's probably like hitting that $20,000 mark right now, since we're sitting at the last day of July already. Amy, we've got my first $900 sale. It's meaningful because this is an unemployed single dad who sees a potential to turn his life around with this opportunity. And so I want to reiterate that, being able to help somebody change their life, to be able to help somebody change their situation, even change their zip code because of this, it's so simple. Again, anybody can do this. It's $100. Here's another $100 launchpad sale. So first sale, I made my first sale tonight while at the movies, and it's only day 5. So my website hasn't even been live for 24 hours. So they walked through, got their products, got their automation system set up. First 24 hours, within that first 24 hours to have that first sale come in. Another first sale, Martha, $1,200 day. So excited. Can't believe it. I'm just staying consistent on my 2-hour workday, and the automations are working. God is using DGC as a way of providing for our family. Yeah, that's right, Martha. $1,200 in a day. So that is a single day. Where else are you going to go to make that amount of money in one day? So another $100 launchpad sale, 6 days in and profitable. Yeah, there is no other business where you can go and be profitable this quickly. So this is and $900 day from an unexpected purchase. Just ask. $100 sale, woke up to $100 sale. Thank you, Jesus. 10% goes to him because he is faithful. So Eloise, awesome. But I'm loving seeing all of the people that are having success with this, and people who are brand new, who are just jumping in. They just got their system set up. They just got their website up and running, and sales are coming in. So we've got Ray, $900 sale, just woke up to a $900 sale. Caroline, $900 in under 2 months. So she just started. She goes on to say that she basically took a month off because she lost her dad, and then just barely got back in to trust the process, and just a month after getting back in, it's $900 that she made. So I'm going to go ahead and remove this. All right. So I'm going to get you guys flipped around here. Okay, I am back. And so it is so inspiring to see people who are jumping in for the first time, have never made a single dollar online in an online, space, who don't know any of the kind of ins and outs, and then jumping in and having success that quickly, having sales come in that quickly. $100, $300, $600, $900. And it's all happening because of their automation system that's out there working for them. And it's all happening because they have products that are highly in demand, that people are spending money on. Again, the fastest growing industry, the biggest industry out there, billions are being spent per day in this industry. And why not you? Why not you be one of those success stories? Why not you be one of the people inside of our community that's like, I just got my website live and I made my first sale? That could be you. It is completely real, possible, completely realistic to have, be set up today. Today's Wednesday, I think, if I'm keeping track right, to be set up today and then make your first sale this weekend. That could totally happen to you with having this system that's out there working for you. So I'm going to go ahead and continue on here and talk a little bit about where our time is spent, because the product is done, the automation is done. And so that leaves you with really only one thing that you need to be responsible for. And that is simply helping people discover this simple process, helping people discover your website, helping them get over to your website and put in their email. Again, this is mine. You may need to put in those W's, and then empoweredpassiveincome.com. You're going to go there. You're going to put in your email, and then you're immediately going to be taken to a page where it's going to have a short video, and you're going to learn more about if this is right for you. If you'd love to be able to have a 2-hour workday where you're able to bring in sales on automation, 300, 600, 900 at a time, to have products that are proven, that have a track record. There's no reason to go and reinvent the wheel. There's no reason to go and come up with something yourself when you have something available that works, that is going to get your customers results, right? And so with this, because the products are done, automation is done, that leaves simply this one task. And this is where the 2-hour workday comes in. And so with this 2-hour workday, it's simply about helping people discover the system, helping get them over to your website, helping them learn if this is right for them. And so with this 2 hours, I'm going to go ahead and break this down really quickly. But with the 2 hours, this is 3 pieces of content. So this is about 15 to 30 minutes. Running out of room here. So 15 to 30 minutes is spent creating 3 pieces of content. They're short little pieces of content. For me, I'm making those pieces of content on TikTok. Again, I started brand new on TikTok, but even simple like 1-minute videos, 45-second videos, 1.5-minute long videos, those are bringing me in sales. I've been so shocked that like a little video can make you money online in a space like TikTok. So for you, my YouTube friends over here, that is where I'm making those 3 pieces of content. So 15 to 30 minutes of my day is spent doing that. And then the other piece of this right now, I'm doing a live with you. I'm here spending some time with you. That is the other piece of our day. This is about 60 minutes. I've actually been doing more like 40 to 45 minutes because my husband's like leaving for work here in a few minutes. I'm going to be jumping off to tell him bye. But this is about 60 minutes, just jumping on, doing a live. Now, this doesn't have to be this, if you're like, hey, I can never do that. Totally get that. The other option for this is just what I chose to do, but the other option or alternative is to do copy and paste ads. And so you're going to free ad sites, high traffic where people are going to look for jobs. They're going to look for ways to make money. And you're simply copying and pasting ads over to free ad sites. And that's going to get potential leads into your potential customers over to your website. That's going to get them into your automation system. And that's going to do all of the follow up with them. So if you can copy and paste, like I think you can copy and paste, right? I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. Copy and paste, like anybody can do copy and paste ads to free ad sites. You don't have to pay for ads. None of this $3,800 that I've made in the last 4 weeks, none of that went to spending a bunch of money on ads. It didn't go to any expenses, because the amazing part about this, there are no ongoing expenses. There's basically no other business that you could say that about where you have no ongoing expenses. I didn't have cost of goods. I didn't have seller fees. I didn't have, I didn't have to give a portion of my profits or a large chunk of my profits. Let's say I was, working in an MLM, or another example would be an affiliate marketer. That this $3,800, the majority of that would have gone to somebody else, right? No, this is 100% profit, and it's all without any ongoing expenses. So like I cannot tell you where else are you gonna go and make that sort of money at 100% profit and not lose any of it. That doesn't happen. That doesn't exist, right? But this is, except for here, right? So this is 100% profit, no ongoing expenses. And so I cannot stress how amazing that is. And so with this 60 minutes of my day I spend doing live. You can also do copy and paste ads for 30 to 60 minutes. And then the other piece of this 2 hours, because we're still missing some time here to add up, the other piece of this 2 hours is plugging into our community and learning, getting mentoring, getting training. And so if you're like me and you're like, I love to learn, I love being a student, this is like that's hardly even feels like work, right? So an example of this right now of where I'm spending my time with that, after going through those initial first videos, there is, quite a bit to be able to get set up and running. Like I spent more of my time training then, but right now I'm at a place where, okay, we have a 90-day success sprint that's happening right now. And this is mentoring from a seven-figure earner, seven-figure, an online business that we're getting mentoring from on a daily basis. And they're like 6-minute little videos. Like I have time in my day for that. I have time in my 2-hour, work day for that. And so that part of that, that's where I'm spending my time right now, is to go in and get plugged in, get that mentoring, get that mindset of a CEO, get a mindset of a 7-figure CEO. And there is no, there's no fee for that inside of our community. This comes with the products. It comes with the automations. You don't have to, pay extra for that. Everything is included. There's no hidden fees, no hidden costs. Like no, you get in and then there's an upsell, or get in and then, you really need this. Nothing like that. It's literally a one-time investment that I made in myself in order to be able to, start making money like this. And this is my the first 4 weeks after I got up and running, got my automation set up, went through those initial trainings. In 4 weeks, $3,800. And that number is only going to grow from there as, my, the number of people inside of my automations grow, as my social media account grows. Again, I had to start on TikTok. I just chose TikTok. It could have been really any platform, but I was seeing so many people have success there. I had to go out and get an account. I had to get the app. I had to install it on my phone. Like I literally started from scratch. And then through those 3 pieces of content, through going live, like I've been able to make sales right here on TikTok. I want you to know that you don't have to have thousands of followers to make money. You don't have to be an influencer. You can make money right where you're at, right with the followers that you have. For you guys over here on YouTube, like you may not have a TikTok account. That's totally fine. You can go there. Like to have the system that works, to have these automations that are out there working for you. Again, anytime, go here, 3 W's, and then empoweredpassiveincome.com. You're going to put in your email and you're going to get to see exactly how this works. Everything that you see, that web page here, the next page where there's the video, all of that was done for me. I didn't have to create it. I didn't have to, figure out how to build a web page. I didn't have to figure out how to build a website. It's done for you. And so when I learned that, okay, I don't have to spend months creating something. I don't have to spend months creating an automation system. I can have this out there working for me, and I can do it all in just 2 hours a day, get people into my system and be able to make thousands of dollars, in a month, with this. Like, yes, that totally makes sense. I am done with having to work harder. I'm done with putting in more time to make more money. I am so, I was at a place where I was so exhausted from having to work harder. I was so exhausted from, trying to just keep up with the bills, trying to just keep up with the expenses of things these days. I'm like, something has to change. I cannot go on with how tired I was, how worn out I was of just trying to keep up with it all. So this has been huge for me, of having a system like this that is out there bringing me in sales. And I didn't think that I could do this. I was totally skeptical. And God really put this right in front of me. And it's like, okay, either you can go on living life how it is, or you can make a change, take a risk, take a bet on yourself, and see, huge potential, huge benefits, huge profit on the other side of you taking action. And so at that point, I'm like, okay, yeah, that totally makes sense. I cannot go on another day. I cannot go on another month, another decade, whatever that was. Like something has to change. So I did step out, take action, take that risk because I knew that there were good things on the other side. And again, I'd never imagined sitting here, a few weeks from that point. That was the end of May. To be sitting here and going, okay, I did it. Like I'm making money from this. I have the system that's out there working for me. Like I never imagined that I would hit a number like this that quickly. So again, anytime, go to empoweredpassiveincome.com. You can get your product, check out the products, check out that whole automation system that's done for you. And you could literally have this automation system done for you today and be able to start taking payments tomorrow of 900, 600, 300. And imagine what you would feel like knowing that you have this automation system out there working for you, knowing that you're able to bring in sales that, hundreds of dollars at a time and see that amount stacking up in your bank account. So I'm going to leave you with that one final thought of if you could learn the skills, jump in today and start learning these skills to be able to pay on a daily basis, to be able to attract customers on a daily basis, to be able to have $900 hitting your bank account through this simple system, through having ready done for you products, through having automations that are done for you and proven to work. All you have to do is follow our discovery process for that 2 hours a day to get people into your system, to get leads to your website, again, empowerpassiveincome.com. But if you could learn the skills to bring in $900, and maybe it's not happening on a daily basis initially, but $900 in a month, $900 a week, $900 a week, that's $3,600 for the month, right? That's pretty close to that number, actually. So you can jump and start learning these skills. These are simple skills that anybody can learn, skills that anybody can do. This is a proven blueprint, step by step by step, that anybody can follow. And to jump and start learning these skills, and maybe it's not daily right away, maybe it's once a week, but to jump in, and then you get to a point, the end of this year, as 2025 rolls around, which is just a few months around the corner, to jump in, and then you're at a place where you're seeing $900 on a daily basis, and you're seeing $900, $900. Do you realize that over the course of a year, that $900 is $328,000? Even if you completely screw it up and you're like, okay, I only did half of that, that's still 150 plus thousand a year, right? Following this simple system with a 2-hour workday. Where else are you going to go to be able to make that in 2 hours a day? But what would this do for your family? That $328,000, it's not going to happen right away, but it's about you learning the skills. This is not a get rich quick scheme. It's not overnight success, but it's totally possible. We have people right inside of our community that have been in the program, 10 months, 12 months, and they're reaching these numbers. We have other people who are seeing this number like just a few months in, and it just blows my mind what is possible. But thousands are having success with this system. But I want you to think for a second what that $328,000 would do for your family. What would that mean for you? Would it mean total financial freedom? Would it mean that you're free of all debts, like maybe even including your house? Would it mean that you could go and buy a house? Would it mean that you could tell your employer that you're not coming back? So I'm going to leave you with that final thought, that this can change your life. All it takes is being coachable, being consistent, and following our process for that 2-hour workday. It really, really is that simple. All right, I'm going to go ahead and wish you a happy rest of your day. I'm here to be able to answer any questions. If at any time, go ahead and drop questions in the comments, and I will be answering those. But I'm going to go ahead and jump on off here, and I will be back here with you tomorrow. Again, I'm so excited about this because I have seen the change in my own life. I have gone from a place of being, not hopeful, whatever that this to suddenly like seeing this amount of money come in just a matter of a few weeks. And I'm going, okay, all of the dreams and goals that I thought weren't possible, that I'm like, these are never going to happen. Suddenly they're possible. Suddenly they're, right in front of me and they're happening. So it just, I was able to send in $2,000 for my car and get that paid off a whole ton quicker because of having this simple system, of having a automation system that's out there working for me. I can, again, not tell you how excited I am about this because I'm seeing lives change. I'm seeing lives change in our community, and I'm seeing my own life change. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and I could be here all day talking about this because I'm so excited about it. But I'm going to go ahead and wish you a happy rest of your day, and I will see you back here tomorrow. Again, website empoweredpassiveincome.com to check it all out. And you can be up and running, have your automation set up, being able to take payments 900, 600, 300 at 100% profit. You could have that all set up this afternoon and be seeing, your first sales even by this weekend. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and say bye, and I will see you back here tomorrow.